Right, we continue to talk about getting out of the boat, out of our comfort zone, because that's where our growth is going to take place. So, why is our default setting? No, I don't want to get out of my comfort zone. No, I don't want to take that risk. No, I don't have that courage to try that something else. I think it raises the whole issue of failure or making a mistake. So, we're going to address that now. So, here's a thought for you. Failures and mistakes are okay. Can you lock that into your brain? Most of us can't. But if you can, it's going to help you in a massive, massive way. Now, this is not a license to sin, obviously. And God has made ample room for your mistakes. And you can recover from every one of them. So, what happens? You step out of the comfort zone and you fail. Oh, didn't work. I listened to Pastor Tak. He told me get out of the comfort zone and I've crashed. So what are you going to do? What do you do? Do you quit? Do you never try again? Do you live in regret for the rest of your life? No. Let me give you some verses. Psalm 37:23-24. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in his way. Though he fall, got out of the comfort zone, didn't work. He shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. God knew that you would fall. Proverbs 24:16, here's even better. A righteous man may fall 7 times and rise again. 7 is a number of completeness, meaning that you can repeatedly fail and still get up again. Maybe we can change that verse. I'm not adjusting scripture. I wouldn't dare do that. But a righteous man may get out of his comfort zone 7 times and fail, but he can still rise again. I've made a lot of mistakes. Take too long to list them all, and I'm not going to list them for you either. But I've failed, and yet I'm still moving forward. I've made mistakes, but I'm still moving forward. This has been my experience, and I hope it's yours. Sometimes I've made a mistake, and God's continued to bless me and actually given me greater responsibility. And sometimes I've gone back to God and says, God, what's the deal here? I can't work this out. I've messed up, and you're blessing me more. Can you explain that to me? I think God basically comes back to me and says, well, Tak, I knew you'd mess up. I'm not surprised for one moment. I made a lot of room for your mistakes. And I love you, I still love you, and I just can't stop blessing you. God is bigger than your mistakes. God is bigger than your failures. By the way, he knew you'd fail. He knew you'd mess up. So, the only person that's shocked is you. God's not shocked. Probably the people around you aren't shocked either. You're the only one that's shocked. But God's made room for it. You can get up and keep going. Here's the key for you to move your life forward. Take a step out of your comfort zone. That's what you need to do. Because one small step of action is worth 1,000 discussions or sermons. When it came for the children of Israel to cross the river Jordan, God promised to make a way for them, get through the river, but they had to take the first step. Watch this. Joshua 3:13. As soon as the soles of the feet of the priests who bear the ark of the Lord of the earth, shall rest in the waters of the Jordan, that the waters of the Jordan shall be cut off, and the waters that come down from upstream, they shall stand in a heap. A fantastic miracle. A bit like the parting of the Red Sea. The waters stop. They can walk across on the dry ground. But it says there, as soon as the soles of the feet of the priests who bear the ark rest in the waters, they had to get their feet wet before the miracle happened. If you want to walk on water, you've got to get your feet wet. You've got to take the first step and do something that feels a bit risky, that's a little bit outside of your comfort zone, that's a little bit like, I don't want to do that. Imagine them putting their feet in the water, and the water's still there, there's no parting, but once they put their feet in the water, then the miracle takes place. Once you get out of your comfort zone, that's when you're positioned for the miracle to take place.